Let's go live on YouTube. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm gonna try to bounce it.
There you go, girl. What?
Well, I had to move my mouth. You must got a different type of what kind of ball you got? Like yours is bounce. Mine is like stop. I gotta minimize it.
You know what though? Right now, no lies. I have on my bra and a sports bra.
And they still bouncing?
Yeah. I think the sports bra has
one. I feel like I'm moving my whole body just to bounce one step.
Are you bouncing collectively?
I'm just
showing upper body. You know?
Can you show me how to
you know?
Alright! What up? You had to start you off with the T Madison titty phone. Okay, I don't need to bounce mine. You got a good one?
Yes! You know what, you guys? I wasn't sure what I was about to give y'all for this positivity.
Found it.
But I found it came to at the last minute like a word. You know, like a word in church. The Lord done sent this to me to tell y'all that.
Exactly.
You know, I thought it was one thing, and then it came out to be another thing.
But you know, it was the same with me. I was ready. I'm about to talk about this. Then I said, you know what? Nah, I got something better.
Got something better.
Won't God do it?
Yes, He will.
Do it.
Yes, He will.
Amen. Let me hear you say amen. God will do it.
Amen.
What's up, y'all?
How y'all doing? Happy hump day.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's 8:38, and we're getting better with timing.
Yes.
But my one question that I have to ask my beautiful co-host, once again, let me introduce myself. I'm Eb Deceleb.
And this is GemDTwin.
And we are the Us Girls, United Sisters, and we're bringing you SipsTea
the
Show.
Yes, thank you for tuning in to SipsTea the Show. We are now broadcasting from YouTube Live. Hey, YouTube. Woo. You guys over here on Facebook at the T-Spot. Hey, T-Spot. Sip.
Hitting all angles.
And we have some Instagram going on. You know what, Instagram, it's really not set up for all of this. So we kind of got you guys. And I know Instagram is like turned sideways. So they're watching. You got to go like this. But the thing is, Instagram, join us on YouTube. Like, come on over, convert.
Come over to the family side. You don't have to deal with the side screen.
Yes.
We're trying to get everybody in.
Just come on over.
Eventually, we are not going to keep babysitting. We are going to streamline from YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to YouTube.
We're trying to get those views.
Yeah, and you need to, do the live shows. The live shows. The live shows. The live shows. Be here with us. Live shows. For crying out loud. So, okay, what you think? We got to get into it.
Yeah, so we got to get into it.
Can't play no game.
We definitely can't play no game because if y'all know, been watching the show, our time gets away with us really quickly because we get to talking. So we're going to definitely jump into it. Once again, thank you guys for watching each and every Wednesday. We're getting better with the time. So I'm not even going to put a time out there. However, thank you so much for watching. We're going to keep coming to you every Wednesday. Also, you guys can see past videos on YouTube. They're up there. You can also see them on our T-Spot. Instagram, you cannot see them. However, we do post frequently different quotes and things of that nature. So you can always resource those pages. But we're going to get into it.
Yes.
We're going to bring it to you, Bill.
Is the time set?
Because you know what? I just need to know, co-host.
Yes.
Is your cup full?
Is my cup full?
Is your cup full?
My cup is full. Is your cup full?
Is your cup full? Make sure your cups are full. That's one of the most important parts of this show. Is making sure you have
your cup is full. If your cup ain't full and it ain't overflowing, we about to fill it with some tea.
We about to fill it up with some tea.
We about to fill it with some tea. Can I just say my co-host today, Eb Deceleb, done made I don't know what's going on here. What did you put in this cup?
Yo,
you know what?
I'm gonna
have to consult you. We're gonna have to do a consultation after this show.
Y'all want the tea time, right? So sometimes I gotta make sure my co-host is loosey goosey. Okay. Is your drink strong?
You know we gonna.
Is your tea too strong?
We already gonna be talking about Bill Cosby, okay?
Because I feel like she a little hot boy.
Yeah. No, you brewed the hell out of it. I think she's trying to pull a Cosby and take advantage of the situation. She want to have me pass out on the show, and she like here coasting by herself. She be like, yeah, well, I guess GemDTwin went to sleep, had a nap. I don't know, but let's move on. Is that what the game is? That's the gag right now?
That's not the gag. The gag
is. That's not the gag.
I'm trying, y'all. I sometimes gotta get her loosened up. She come over here. Come over here. Let's do this. Let me make this drink.
Calm down.
Let me make the drink. Because sometimes when she makes my drink, I'm like, So this time I got to make it.
She really did, and you did that. Okay, so I'm going to be sipping slowly on my tea today. That's for damn sure. But let's move into this PositiviTEA.
Also, guys, really quick, notate the shirts.
Note the shirts.
SipsTea the Show. Definitely going to continue to brand. Look out for the apparel. We're just trying to work out the kinks for the logo, but that is definitely coming soon. Yeah. And also mugs also.
You will have your shirts.
You will definitely, I know people have been asking for shirts.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely get an opportunity to get shirts and everything. We're just trying to make sure everything is perfect before we throw it out there. We're
working out the kinks, and you guys are here with us. What did I say from the beginning? Microsoft. Y'all Microsoft people. From the rooter to the tutor, from the ground up. Would you like to go first?
Yeah,
I do the positivity first. Give us your positivity.
Y'all know I do everything related to what I'm currently going through the week, and so I've been going through some things, some questionable things. You know what I'm saying? Making some decisions, some questionable decisions. So then I realized, you know what? All these things are changing. So I said, well, let me look up something that has to do with changing, right? So then I did that, and it said, so the quote that I found, I just thought was so perfect for me.
Okay,
right? For change. And I'm going to give it to you guys too, because we all are focusing on change.
Yes.
Each and every day of our life. So it's just, all you can change is yourself.
Damn self.
But sometimes that changes everything. Everything. That changes everything. If you change who you are and to make yourself better, sometimes that will change your whole situation.
Absolutely.
And that was for me. I thought that was like, whoo.
Yes.
Hit me where it don't hurt.
Again, that goes back to self-control being the only control.
Exactly.
And changing your mindset, changing your world. She who controls her mind and her thoughts controls her entire world. Like, you have control over that. Just how they saying happiness is a state of mind and all this other stuff. That is absolutely correct.
You have control of it.
Yeah.
You definitely do. What you got?
I'm feeling that. Okay, so, or whatever. So I wanted to talk about freedom. So you guys will see, and during the rest of the show, why I originally thought about talking to you guys and using positivity about freedom of speech and how everybody gets to say whatever the hell they want to say. Okay. Because
they need Facebook and Snapchat filters on them freedoms of speech.
And
you need to filter that shit.
You need some kind of filter on your list, but right now it's loosey goosey. Everybody gets to say what they want to say, do what you want to do, and you can do this publicly. That's the crazy thing. You can say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and publicly. And there's a forum for it. Like, if I just wanted to get up here and take off my shirt, you can't stop me. You see, I'm sorry. I just had to use.
How many sips did you take already?
I am just saying people are doing and saying more outrageous things.
Taking off your shirt.
Spice it up.
Okay.
But people are doing and saying whatever the hell they want to do and say. And social media provides a platform for you to do that. Yeah. So people do crazy and outrageous things, and they just, hey, I got social. It's like, a child who wants attention, and you just go out there and start flipping and bopping and booping around. And, the only thing is now it is public record. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go away.
Once you put those words out there, you cannot take them back. Especially if you put them back on the internet.
Yes.
You can't take that shit back.
But I digress. So, we are starting off on a positive note, and yes, freedom of speech and was I am about that life. But I got to actually thinking about some other things, and one of the things that we're going to talk about coming up in our tea time is some of this tea with the gentlemen who had the Starbucks incident where they were arrested. So I got me to thinking about selflessness. Okay. And so I wanted my quote to be about selflessness. I wanted the positivity to be about selflessness. Now, there's two sides of selflessness. One thing is giving of one's self. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Ebony, I know I like to drink my own tea, but I'm going to give it to you so you can have it. You deserve it. You look a little bit thirstier than I. You know, maybe you need to quench your thirst a little more than I do. But that doesn't have to be the only thing that selfless means. You know what I mean? Sometimes we go a little bit too far with the selflessness. And that is kind of what I wanted to talk about. So let me get y'all hip on this. There was a quote that I came across, and it says, others matter more than you do. What? Others matter more than you do. So don't fuss, dear. Get on with it. Okay, and that's a quote. And that is the bullshit, and we will see why. The belief that unhappiness is selfless and happiness is selfish is misguided. You know, so if it's more a selfless act to be happy. It takes energy, generosity, and discipline to be unfailingly lighthearted, yet everyone takes the happy person for granted. And we do. We take the happy person for granted. The happy people are going through things just like you are, you know. Actually, to quote somebody that we want to have in our studio for our Brewing TEA segment, Mimi on social media, on Facebook, I see her always saying, and the reason why I have to quote this is because we talk about depression and things like that from time to time. But I'm going to quote something that she says, and a couple other people say too. It says, check on your strong friend. Check on the strong friend that's the one that's always laughing, the one that's always there for everybody else, the one that's there when they hear, you know, oh, you're down, let me help you, the one that's reaching out to you. Check on your strong friend. Check on your happy friend. Check on the person that you always see smiling. Why? Because a smile is a disguise sometimes, folks. You know what I'm saying? A smile is not always exactly what it is. You know, when I go out, I try to put on my best face, you know? So I'm going to smile, but that doesn't mean that I'm always freaking happy. You know, nobody's always happy. So you got to kind of take that.
You got to put on your best. You definitely have to start putting on your best. You have to put on your best face.
Right. And you don't have to be unhappy to be selfless. If whatever you're doing, if your selfless act is making you unhappy, then you need to change that, because that's not what selflessness is. You know what I mean? You can give of yourself, but we're only supposed to give of ourselves to a certain degree. You're not supposed to deplete your complete and total self trying to be selfless for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that takes us back to that quote when they used to say, if you can't do for you, you can't do for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You have to take care of yourself first. Period, point blank, and flat out. So that's my quote, because, and you guys will see why. I will explain why a little bit later. But I did get to thinking about selflessness. And, you know, I consider myself a selfless person. I'm not a selfish person at all. I like to give, but it's an important lesson to give only to a certain degree. Like, you can't give up so much of yourself to where you just, you know, you fall off and you forget yourself altogether. So let's remember that, people. All had selfless acts.
Can you name an act where you've been selfless? Let's give it to the people.
Let's give it to the people. You guys, tell us some, you know, some times when you've been selfless. You know what I'm saying? Did you, you know, give up something and let somebody walk all over you for the greater good? You know, I've like opened up a lot of things to people before. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of times when I put other people before I put myself. Yeah. And that's not, I mean, it's a very genuine thing to do when it is genuine, but it's also something that
you got it like that.
You got to watch that shit though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with you.
You have to watch it. You have to watch it.
You still ain't naming you've been selfless. I'm waiting to hear when you done.
Well, I didn't have that for y'all. I wasn't prepared to tell you about.
Okay, well, tell
my child. I'm somebody's whole mother. I'm always selfless.
To somebody's whole mother.
Okay. So I am always selfless. First of all, I don't think you can be somebody's parent without having, you know, a whole bunch of selfless acts under your belt. That's just what you do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, selflessness, I will also say that I've taken it too far, and I can give you an example of that. I've had people come to live with me, and the behavior while they were living with me was not, you know, up to par. Yet and still, I let you have a roof over your head. Their rent money wasn't coming, like, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't paying no bills. I feel like when you're putting yourself out for somebody else's happiness, because the reason that I did that was you know, because there was a child in the situation. And I was hoping, you know, the whole environment would be the bomb.com. It was fun and everything, but you know, fun only lasts 5 minutes. Then it's not fun. When people in your house and
you start realizing that niggas ain't paying.
Yeah, when they're not.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, when you feel like you're giving too much, you're being too selfless. It's like, hey, you don't have to pay no bills. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Can you clean up the kitchen? Could you make sure that this, and this? Can you not throw your shit all over the place? How about that? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know all about the whole selfless thing.
She's
and the
venting.
Yeah, and the reasons why you do it are selfless reasons, but the reasons why they come back and bite your ass might also be yeah. You don't have to be unhappy to be selfless.
I was about to say, I think we've all had those moments where we have been selfless. You know what I'm saying? And it's turned out for the greater good. Like, okay, I'll give you a prime example for me where, you know, I'm working really, really hard at my job and stuff like that. And sometimes I go in and I'm not even on the clock. I'm just going in off of pure just to make sure that the team is good.
Yeah.
That was a pure act, right?
Yeah.
A selfless act. However, it did turn out for the greater good because then there's potential of promotions and things that come. So there's opportunities where you can be selfless and it turned out for the greater good. But there's sometimes where you can get fucked over. Yeah. You know, because you're being so selfless. Don't be selfless and stupid.
Don't be a doormat because that's where
don't be a damn
there's a freaking thin ass line between being selfless and being taken advantage of. So, and it really depends on who is the receiver of your selfless
exactly, because now I'm big. Boo boo. Wait a minute. What?
Okay.
You doing what?
It depends on the receiver of your selfless act. Okay.
I think she's preaching to somebody.
I'm just saying I need to reiterate that because I feel as though we dropped the gem.
You did drop the gem.
I feel like we dropped the gem.
Y'all, she dropped scripture.
Just in time though. Okay, so we have to move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Brewing TEA because we want to make sure we get through all of our segments today. So Brewing TEA, and you guys know if you've been watching, and if
we had our first,
yes, we had our first guest,
our first celebrity guest.
Okay, and you saw it here first, the guru, Masscom. Is it Masscom Productions?
Masscom Productions.
Okay, I was about to say you guys can see it on our page on our Instagram, especially. But thanks. Shout out to him again for being such an awesome guest last week because that really, really got us hyped. Yeah, we fitting to have a whole bunch of guests coming up. Yes, we about to calendarize it. We about to calendarize it.
We got people trying to come and see what's on the show.
Okay, because we need to brew this tea and we need to make sure that we got you brewing your tea and being inspired to brew your tea. So I was very inspired. I don't know about you. Were you inspired?
Was I inspired? Yeah. I had to start reaching out. I'm like, hey, what's up? We got a show going on. I feel like you need to be on it.
I do. Like, you should come here.
Here and
why not?
Why wouldn't you want to?
Why wouldn't you want to be?
Why wouldn't you want to be? Exactly.
You know?
It's Wednesday.
Come get you some tea.
Exactly.
Stir it. You know what I'm saying? Get your cup filled.
Exactly.
Hello.
Get your cup full, baby.
So I thought this segment we would talk about because we should have somebody coming through next week. If not next week, it'll be the week after.
So we're gonna try to
locking it down
like every other week.
Yeah, every other week. We don't want to overload y'all with
because you gotta love us.
Yes. Hello. We are in your living room, okay? But yeah, we have some people coming up for you, and we want to make sure that you guys are ready for this. We have everybody from, I think Eb Deceleb would like to talk about somebody that she was going to bring on very soon.
Yeah, so I'm looking to bring on Harley Morgan. Guys, he is a phenomenal person into the fashion world. He definitely has his hands in all the fashion. Indie Fashion Week, Philly Fashion, New York. He's in New York, DC, Philly. So he is just really taking over this region area here. So he's going to be at the tea spot with us and talking about everything that he's embarking on. He has pop-up shops coming. You guys know I do the events here at the hotel. So he does a lot of pop-up shops. So he's somebody who you definitely want to network if you're into the fashion world. And he works with all types of models at every different age. And he's professional. And he's encouraging. Mm-hmm. He's encouraging. He's all about saying what's next. Yeah. What's new? How can we be a part of it? How can we grow together? And he's put me in touch with some really beautiful people. I'll just shout her name. You guys might know her, Ty Com. She's a makeup artist looking to do next year in May, doing a whole makeup competition to mimic like almost kind of like the Golden Scissors.
I was about to say that, the Golden Scissors, yeah.
So it's going to be a huge event that we're putting on. She's amazing. He's amazing. He'll be able to tell you more about that next week when it comes to pop-up shops. They're typically, they don't cost anything, just bring the people out.
Okay.
He has vendors that are there with unique style. It's just an amazing man just to meet and just sit down and talk with, and just humble.
Yeah.
Humble.
And that's one of the things, like,
people forget that humility portion. They get out there and then
it's like, oh yeah,
I've been doing this. This is me. Oh, I did this.
Sit down, SipsTea girls. Like, no. They be like,
he's humble. He's very, very humble. He's somebody who I've enjoyed working with. You guys are going to enjoy meeting. You're going to start following him. Once you go to one show, know that you'll be to all shows. And that is who he is as a person.
How you doing?
He creates a memorable experience. No event that we do is ever the same. Any events that I do will never mimic another event. It will never be. So each and everything that he does, we bring in the ideas and we make it completely different. Okay. So he's coming up with brunches. Soon we're looking at brunches. He's looking to take over the fashion. Well,
you let him know, because GemDTwin might come out of retirement and hit that runway. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I might have to practice for a little while on them 3, 4, 5 inch heels. You know, them stilettos. They haven't been my friend lately, but
it's like a bike, girl. Get on and then ride that shit.
Hell yeah. But you know, we'll talk to him about that. Maybe he has a event. He might want me to do a couple spins, hit that Model T and give y'all something, get the people what they want.
Get the people what they want. Would you be pissed? Look, I tried to bring it.
I saw you trying to get the girl. Ain't nothing wrong. So we have that. Also, Valencia J. Wink with Pink. Yes. I love her. Now, when I say this is one of my very close people who, a good girlfriend, number one, who I met in the business, along the lines of basically there are people in life that you meet along the lines of you accomplishing your goals. When you are going to live your best life, there are some people that you meet along the way who are living their best life and pursuing things along the lines of their dreams and their goals and aspirations and everything like that. And I'm always going to give credit to people who I consistently see doing their thing. So when I say she consistently does her thing, and she has my utmost respect because I've watched her build a business. I've watched her go through the, and also just like your friend, the gentleman that you were just speaking about, trying to include other people. Not being a crabs in a barrel person. You know what I'm saying? Being welcoming, recognizing talent around you and being ready to, incorporate that into what you do. So this is her. So we're going to definitely have Valencia J on the show. I've not scheduled her. It will be in May. It will be in May. She already told me, because she's actually touring and things like that. And doing a lot of great things. And I love people who actually do things for the community. You're not just doing what's good for you. She works with a great group of younger ladies and mentorship kind of thing. So we're going to get into it. So I'm very excited about her. So she's definitely brewing her tea. Guys, I think I told y'all, I be out there Ubering, honey. Now, when GemDTwin is in the Uber, if these gums are flapping, these gums are flapping in the Uber. You hear me? So I've actually met some amazing people in my Uber.
Y'all, let me tell you.
No lies. I want to have a whole show. Uber Chronicles.
Yes, I promise you. She be on it. I'm like, she's like, yeah, it's 5:30. I'm out 5:30. It's 10:30. I'm in for a lunch out for a 30-minute lunch. And I'm back out at 4 to hit the evening crew that comes in, and then I'm back.
And it's not just the driving for Uber, and it's not just the money, because y'all know I like my coin. But I really do run into some amazing people. And talking about people that are brewing their tea, just this last week, I met a young lady who is definitely brewing her tea. I will talk to you guys about her later. She's going to be coming up later, June, July, maybe, for the shows. She's a dancer, choreographer, all of these things. And the reason why she's definitely brewing her tea, a little bit of a step among, above some other people, because we all in this industry trying to make it.
That's it, honey.
But her story and tells her actually working for probably about, from the time she was 14 to present, and actually saving up her money for 1 year, quitting her job so that she could pursue her career and finding her lane with the dance full time. So if that ain't brewing your tea, baby girl, I don't know what it is, because sometimes you just got to step out there. You got to get out there, step out there on the limb and do what you do. So
you definitely do. You definitely do. And it takes a strong person and it takes a strong person, but it takes a dedicated person too.
And you have to, to
brew your tea.
When I say this, this is real talk, guys. It's fucking scary as hell. You know what I'm saying? But it's also scary to think about not doing it and not ever doing it. Mm-hmm. So you're sitting there on the edge of your own greatness, scared to make a move. And I think that brewing tea, that's my major thing. Like when you're brewing tea, you're actually making that move. Like take that step, do what you need to do. Jump out there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you fail, it's not a failure, it's a lesson. So jump out there. But it's a scary place to be. Even with SipsTea, we're like, no, this is going to go. This is going. We doing this. It's about the, rock solid. And you got to put in the time and effort. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you're wavering. You know what I mean? And sometimes you are just uncertain and all this other stuff. And you just got to keep praying and be focused on what you're doing and, where you want to go with it. But I think we done gave them enough of a preview. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Of people coming. What's to come for SipsTea?
What's to come for SipsTea? But we definitely will have some more guests for you guys, some more guests for us. We're going to be brewing tea. That's what this is all about, this collaboration and getting together. So let's move on to this tea time, because, baby.
Can we get let me talk to my producer.
What? Some music?
Yeah, can we get a little
musical selection?
Can we get a little Migos coming on up in here?
Some Migos? Oh yeah, we gotta get some Migos.
We're talking about my nigga Offset.
Okay,
so we should play a song.
So we're gonna have to play a little Offset, because Offset is off.
He's stirring up too much.
He's stirring up too much tea.
You don't have our music on here.
What? I don't know. She asked me, did I have iMusic on my phone, child?
Y'all get it live, y'all.
Y'all get it live. Shit is real. I didn't know you switched, but let me see. I'm sorry, guys. With the Instagram, our Instagrammers, we had to switch our cameras on y'all.
You know why you couldn't do it? Because you put your phone in airplane mode. That's why you couldn't go live.
I wasn't live the whole time on Instagram.
Wait,
God, like I was talking to Instagrammers and I wasn't even live. Well, I was doing that. I had to put my phone in airplane mode. She said I couldn't do it on airplane mode because I had my phone on airplane mode. But I had to, because y'all was calling me. Like, people was calling me continuously. Okay, so I don't even know what my music app is, like, to be honest. So I'm just going to leave this be. What is it? What's the name of it? Like, iMusic. See, why you ain't search? You could search. She wanna, make sure you got them rights and permissions before you start in everybody's phones and stuff.
Hey, people.
If you don't go back there and get our music to going,
they gotta get up and look.
I know. You heard
Hey, people.
Oh my God.
I got it.
Look, this is my disappointing face. I'm gonna give her my mom look.
Boom, we back.
I'm giving her my mom look. No, it's all crookedy. Come on now. Get it together for the people of Instagram. Anyway, since you guys are live with us still on Facebook, it's always something with this damn SipsTea crew. I'm getting sick of y'all. Oh, it's us. Okay. So anyway, we about to get some tea time going. We gonna get a producer some time to get it together. But let me just tell y'all about the tea that we are gonna have to talk about. We can still integrate a little bit of his music.
I got 2 more pregnant people to add to the bunch.
Okay, so we got to talk about these pregnancies.
Yeah, I got 2 more people to add. When she find our song, can I add 2 more people?
Okay, go. Okay, who you want to talk about the pregnancies?
The other 2 now, because we didn't really know if Kenya. Y'all know I love.
She love her some mother freaking Kenya. Like, my God. That whiny ass.
Yeah, that's what you want, girl. That's what you want.
Is she an Aries? Because I can't stand a whining ass bitch.
What you won't do is come for Kenya more.
Okay, I'm not calling.
You ain't coming for Kenya more.
Come on.
I fights for Kenya Moore.
Talk about you gonna fight me?
I'm gonna fight you for
You
Kenya
gonna fight me? Look, you gonna fight me?
Okay. I might let us slide.
Okay,
But
you
if
can't do
you
that.
other people that want to talk about Kenya Moore,
Kenya Moore gonna
You
break up
come-
a happy home.
breaking
up a happy
so
home.
Kenya Moore is pregnant.
Okay,
She
well, good
produced-
for her.
I'm happy for Kenya Moore.
Yeah, did she
And
have
then,
who's her baby daddy?
It's Mr. Daly to you.
The dude with the nose.
Mark Daly.
Mr. Daly.
And are you coming for the nose piercing because Tupac had it?
That's the only dude.
Okay, and so what's up? He looks good with it.
Okay.
Come for Kenya
Damn,
Moore.
you defending Kenya Moore and her man.
I sure do.
He's a
I love.
fruitcake.
Oh, he's.
She paid him.
She did not.
I mean, if
She found love.
listen.
Y'all not gonna come for Kenya.
Listen,
She
I'm gonna
found
tell
love
y'all
real
this.
quick.
Come for
This
Portia.
lesbian here is here for it. If you gotta pay for somebody for the sperm because you just want to get, if you want a
Exactly.
baby
That's
and
what
you don't
happened.
necessarily want the man and you don't really care about that, but you want the baby and you know you can't make it by yourself, pay that man. Get the, you know, I'm
She did not pay Mark Daly. They are married and happy. Okay,
You don't
like
think that
not
was
like
too
them
quick,
bitter bitches on Atlanta Housewives. Like you got
That's
Sheree's
fine.
a bitter bitch.
That's fine.
You got Portia. She's a bitter bitch too.
No, she not.
Look, gas.
Portia Williams is no. She
Portia
did
is the
okay this
youngest on
show.
the show collecting the bags.
No, Portia is the dumbest on the show, securing the bag.
I think I might have to give Eb Deceleb a super side eye because
Okay.
you know here at the SipsTea Show, I'm not sure that we are authorized to talk about Portia.
And then we're not
Yeah.
authorized to talk about Kenya Moore.
Okay.
And Portia wishes she had Kenya Moore in life anyway, because she
Ooh.
was married to a real fag. Thank you. Sorry.
I am always shocked and appalled to hear gay people say fag. Like fag.
You call me a dyke. I don't get
And
offended. A
dyke. Like those are just
a gay
awkward ass
girl,
words.
you
Like,
call queer, bi. I don't give a fuck
and who
what you
came
call
up with
me.
that word? Okay, let's just move on. Because who came up with the word in the
Portia
first place?
Williams was
A fag.
married to a male gay man.
Thank you.
Sorry
Fag.
to offend any of
No, you
my.
can't say that.
A gay leg. No, that is
Sorry
not.
to offend my gay, because I have a lot of gay male men. So sorry to offend you guys.
You got a lot of gay male men.
friends.
Friend.
Okay.
You better put it on there.
But Portia Williams did marry a gay man.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
A known
So
gay
did
man. Kenya
little girl,
Moore
Kenya
did
Moore.
not.
She found him online.
Who?
Kenya Moore.
Ain't nothing wrong with online dating.
The
baby.
producer,
I did-
online.
she should have left
At a
the shit
gay
up here so
website.
she could be on
She
the
did
show.
not. She did
The, pe-
On the gay website.
not.
Yes,
the
she
producer
did.
said that she found him on a gay website.
She did not.
Was
Look,
it Tinder?
Kenya, I'm fighting for us. Can
Tinder.
you watch the show?
Plentyoffish.com.
Yeah.
Look,
Hey, plenty of
look,
fishes.
hey,
Nah.
I'm not about
What is
to sit here and discredit POF.
You gotta admit, she
You
found
love
that
you some
dude really
POF,
quick.
don't you?
Right after the right
Somebody
after
told me,
that-
was it
that
you?
was
You said about POF back in the day. I just want to say, I think she got me here. No, but I needed that, honey. I was just a peruse.
Look, I put my co-host on POF
I
on
think you
it.
did.
But you know what? POF did me some justice. You know, I had a few selfless ones.
Did you? Okay, yeah.
But then I found I found an okay one. I found a pretty good one,
Yeah.
I say.
Well,
Sometimes it works. I wasn't about to pay for no dating website.
Hello.
No, I
For
ain't gonna
what?
pay for
I'm
it.
not gonna pay you to do some
Mm-mm.
bullshit in the first place.
I just go to the bar and do
And
it the regular old fashioned.
Hello. I think like 60% of dating is like bullshit. We gotta talk about that during this affinity. Because the time is ticking, but we need to like go. Okay.
Oh, yes, because
Who's the other baby mama though?
So the other baby mama is who else was it? Because I used to me almost talking about King. Oh, Bambi, Scrappy's wife. She's pregnant.
Oh,
Yes,
that was
right.
right.
Yes, my friend. Yeah, there's
No scandal there.
Yeah,
That's great. That's great.
I am happy for them. I am happy for them. So
I hope you don't
that's another
stress
one
her
to
the hell out.
add to the bunch. But you know what though? Khloe Kardashian really did leave Tristan. She really left him alone. So I mean that has to be tough though.
Yeah.
But I heard that Khloe took him from his baby mother who he was with at the time. So what goes
You know
around
what they
comes
say,
around.
how you get them is how you
lose them.
Yeah, pretty much. So Karma is a bitch. Like,
is.
let's just, and you never know how it's going to come back and bitch slap you. So let's just kind of be aware.
And just because we heard the whole Migos thing.
That was, let's say this, because this is my producer's favorite word, allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
Allegedly that she took him from his baby mama.
Oh,
I mean, we don't necessarily
we don't know about that, but that all
situation,
shit ain't alleged.
No.
He got there's another baby.
Okay, so yeah, let's get into his little situation.
And she put up, so I know you guys already know, maybe you don't know, but now you will know that Offset has another baby. So I think that's baby number 4.
Yeah.
Cardi B's baby will be baby number 5. Yeah, and she had that baby in March. So technically, that was a cheating he had already gotten caught for.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a new cheating.
Cheating
that we don't know
doing.
That he's still doing.
Okay, so this is my question, though. When somebody is cheating, do you think it's more difficult to forgive the cheater with a baby involved? Because she obviously already had to get over. She had a little interview. She did this and did that.
I'm about to call somebody. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, watch this. Let me call somebody real quick.
Do we need to put this on speakerphone?
We don't. Hold on. We
Okay.
don't. This is a private phone call. Hold on.
Hello.
Rashida from Love and Hip Hop.
Hey,
She.
Girl,
Let me know what's going on with you and Kirk Fromm.
yeah.
Is it harder to forgive now that you know that baby kid
The baby is his.
Rashida, let me know.
You feel worse or better?
How do you say what, Rashida? What?
Is it harder to forgive him now or no?
She said,
What she said?
Oh, for real?
She said, fuck that nigga.
She said, fuck that nigga, let that nigga go.
Oh, okay. She said,
thank you,
she got to slide all the way to the
Now
left.
when she let him move back in the house.
Oh, yeah. But, wait. You said what, she?
That's for the kids.
Oh, she said, well, sometimes you got to do different things for the kids. That's
yeah.
Okay, she, real quick. What else? Real quick. Let the people. Y'all, by the way, Rashida from Love and Hip Hop said hello.
Hello to SipsTea the Show.
Okay. All right.
She said she's sick of Kirk shit, but he is her baby daddy. She already knew he wasn't shit. He's been doing what he been doing since he been doing what he been doing.
And she don't want nothing to get in the way of the bag.
Yeah,
okay, she got it. So she said, let
thank
me
you,
know.
girl.
Thank you. She said, just protect the bag.
Yeah, protect the bag. Okay.
Protect the bag.
She said, moving on. Okay. So maybe Cardi's going to take a note from that book. But I just wonder, and then when you drop your baby, I'm going to be looking at you real funny. You going to go see who?
Exactly.
He go baby right here.
He go
your baby.
Like, how you going to explain that?
Yeah.
But you know that they say Fatty Wap got another baby on the way, too. That's like baby number 12.
I just need to know, like, okay, just because y'all have a little bit of money,
does Fatty Wap
does that mean that you just keep on popping out these babies and like keep getting people pregnant? First of all, I feel like it's nasty because you just several things come to mind when it's a baby. Like it wasn't protected, my nigga. Like, and so who are you just going around flippity flopping with this one, that one, and the other one? That's super nasty because I don't know where they pussy been. It's kind of freaking me out. And we done had a whole show of whoring, and then you go and you get, and then you okay, now that's your baby mother. Okay, it's cool, cause I'm all for the woman's liberation. She can do whatever she want, get whatever she want. If you want to sleep with 10, if you want to sleep with 50, okay, go ahead. Be the male in the relationship or the typical male. Well, do what you do, but wrap that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you have multiple sex partners, then when you did get pregnant, you probably meant to do that shit in the first place.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, Masika, but that's how I feel about
Alexis Sky, Masika.
And why did you set out to like get? You got.
He got the same type of women. He gets the same type of women pregnant, but maybe he can't see straight because he only got one.
But maybe they can't see straight.
Shit, maybe you might be right.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, keep it in your pants, or at least keep the damn sperm in a holster. Okay, calm that shit up. Like, what's the problem?
You might.
What is the problem? Why you got a raw dog, everybody? But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna put it on the table and leave it there. So think about it.
So what about then? What you think about? So also clearly Offset and Cardi B are ranting and raving. Oh my God, I love we love.
Yeah, they love each other.
So now in between time, she got the manager bitches.
Okay.
So now we gotta talk about. Now let me tell you.
Do we want to leave that in some Suga Honey Iced TEA? Because I feel like that manager situation is some Suga Honey
Iced TEA. Because I wish our producer
would
would come up and say, "Oh, I put you on this show We gonna make sure our producer get paid.
That's what I'm saying.
I just paid my dues this week, by the way.
And
so
I have to.
My producer get paid.
Bullshit.
Okay.
And so I really, for her money. We got to talk about this too, though, because sometimes I feel like loyalty. Where is the loyalty? Loyalty in relationships. Everything in life is a relationship. You know what I'm saying? We have a relationship. Mm-hmm. We have a relationship with the producer. We have a relationship everywhere we go. You have a relationship
with the audience.
We have a relationship with the audience. That's why consistency is key, because we're promising you that we're going to do this. So, there's certain things that you can expect or not expect or whatever the case may be. However, consistency with you, okay, respect and loyalty might be with your interpersonal relationship with your significant other, whatever the case may be. And in a working relationship, like, especially if somebody built with you from the ground up, like, where the fuck the loyalty?
Where's the loyalty? I wish you would try to leave me in the dust.
Girl, I will windmill you down.
I'd be like, oh, you doing what, nigga? Oh, what?
I'd be like, remember this, Ebony?
I did.
You remember? I was shaking it. Exactly. Like,
you
really?
Just go shake it over there. Where I fly, she flies with me. Okay. We fly together.
We're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, come on now. I personally believe that loyalty goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just in all different aspects. But the thing is, we have to remember, people, that everybody has a different definition of freaking loyalty. Mm-hmm. So when we get to Courtney, when we get to Cardi and what's going on with her situation, I don't know if you guys have heard, but it's been going around. A lot of radio stations are talking about this. Allegedly, Cardi B is being sued by her manager for, I think, like $10 million. They want money. They want real hard cold cash money for, they're like, look, we done got you on Love and Hip Hop. We done took your stripper ass out the stripper ass pole. Took you off your Instagram page. We managed you. We got you on Love and Hip Hop. That provided you a platform. They said they did a lot of things with her music, yada, yada, yada. And I guess now she done picked up and started flying in a whole nother direction. And they want their freaking money. Yeah. You went to Coachella? They was like, oh, you did a what? You got a what? Because you got $70,000 for who? And then it came to mind. I was like, so they want 10 million, because they talk about millions. I said, damn, did she even make that? How much you make, girl?
Okay, I'm about to pull
How much did you? Yeah, pull up her net worth. Can you pull up her net worth?
Sure the hell.
Okay, so Eb Deceleb is going to
I do it all the time. I always pull up people's net worth. Don't pull up.
Don't pull up. Don't pull up mine just yet.
Not just yet.
I'm working on my network. My network and my net worth. Okay, so I'm working on it. I'm trying to build or whatever. But so Eb Deceleb is going to pull up her net worth and see what's going on. Because actually, that's the first thing that came to mind for me. I was like, wait a minute. Did she even have 10 million for you? Like,
oh damn, if my nigga. She said Cardi B, as of March 2018. Cardi B's net worth is estimated at $4 million.
$4 million.
So how the fuck you gonna get $10 million if the bitch ain't worth nothing but $4 million? Right. So you gonna put the bitch in a fucking deficit, and you know she got a goddamn baby on the way.
Right.
Maybe they meant 10,000.
I don't think they meant no damn 10,000. I wouldn't even settle for 10,000. I'd be like, bitch, I put you all the way on. You're going to pay me so much money. I mean, like, can I get one of your 4?
Anything. They said 10 million. I mean, what y'all trying to do?
I mean, I think that once they got them numbers from Coachella, because I believe that 70,000 per show. So you making
how many shows she did?
140. I think it was like 2 weeks. So that's like 4 shows. So you making like 140.
But you know what? She fucked up though when she had that baby. I hope she working on some shit.
But I think at least if that's the case,
she ain't working no money to be having no baby right now, girl. You needed to wait 2 years, get you a couple stacks, and then call yourself trying to produce a baby. Right now, you ain't working no $4 million.
But they done worked that baby into a whole. They did say that she had to cancel some of the performances that she that she planned to have. So now she's losing money. Big Bruno.
Oh, Bruno.
Little Bruno.
To me, I think she should have waited till she was in her career at least 3 or 4 years. What do y'all think? Do y'all think she should have waited until she got into her career to have a baby?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
The fuck? Like, she should have take cue from Nicki Minaj and Beyonce.
But she was like, wait a minute, because this nigga is out here having babies. I gotta have one in here. I need something in my womb. How am I gonna keep him?
What's more important, securing the bag or getting pregnant?
Well, you know, like I said, Cardi be gangster and everything, but she's a girl's girl. She's like a girly girl. She want that love, honey. She was waiting for her nigga from jail and all of that. Like,
she could have kept waiting for that.
She could have, at least she wouldn't be pregnant. But you know, it is what it is. And she was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to let him squirt. Go do what you gotta do. And I'll take my chances, because guess what, guys? We kind of have ways in 2018 to not get pregnant if that's your choice.
Oh, she purposely did.
Yeah. So there are thousands of ways. They have ways.
Like she could have.
I have to pause on this. I'm like, they have ways.
She could have been better than Nicki Minaj.
If you don't want to get pregnant.
She could have. She could have been better than a lot of people, but I think the fact that she did get pregnant so early really is kind of limiting her career, because she already had to cancel shows.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you just came out 2 years ago, baby?
Yeah. I would have tried to.
Rihanna, look at where her net worth is. Now she can try to have a baby because she done been out here, but she done made a mark. Yeah. Beyonce, Nicki Minaj.
But she wanted that man, and that man continued to produce babies. So that was more important. But you know what?
A nigga that didn't want to be faithful to her.
We're going to have to drop Cardi right back in Offset's lap. Like, y'all do y'all. You know, hopefully you guys get it together. Do whatever you do. I just, like, everybody out there watching SipsTea the Show, let us know what you think. Yeah. Comment, let what you think. Do you think it's harder to forgive if there's a baby in the picture?
We already call she. So.
Infidelity. Yeah, we call she. We see what Rashida think about it. But if there's infidelity, let us know what you think. Is it harder to forgive? Can you not? Yeah, somebody was like, Offset has like 6 already. Yeah, you're right. Like he got babies. He been pimping, pimping. He got kids. Like.
He should not. She should not have gotten pregnant. She should have just kept doing what she was doing.
But let's talk about this Cosby conviction.
Oh, well, see,
you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Bill Cosby.
I mean, we could throw him in Honey Sugar Iced TEA. Yeah, take it with tea time.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's just move on from. We're gonna move on from tea time. We're gonna get into the Sugar Honey Iced TEA.
Because that's the shit.
It's funny how the tea sometimes is the shits. The shits is sometimes the tea. Because this is just Sugar Honey Iced TEA. Now we talking about the fuckery.
I want to know. Straight up, he got convicted. He's doing what he's doing.
Yeah,
we all know he paid them bitches off. Excuse my language, but you bitches, you knew what you was doing. Whatever. 5 females. I ain't gonna say bitches, right?
You bitches knew.
But guess what? Everybody wanted. Oh my God, Bill Cosby. And you know, I used to love Bill Cosby. I mean, I still do. Bill Cosby was on whatever he was doing, like everybody other motherfucker from the guy from Seventh Heaven. Everybody into some crazy shit. However,
Seventh Heaven. Come on, man.
However, Bill Cosby paid your motherfucking ass off. So what I want to know, and what the people want to know, is okay, fine, he got convicted. Do we think he's gonna go to jail? And if he's gonna go to jail, are y'all gonna give him his money back? Are y'all gonna put money on his books? Because he already is surfacing back up. You done been paid off to hush hush.
Well, now they want money.
But they're not getting money.
They're not getting money?
No.
Why?
They're trying to get him to go to jail. He's going to jail.
But I thought they got money as well.
No, they're not getting a single solitary dollar.
Okay, so do you think that they were paid before? You think they were paid off before?
He already said he paid them off.
Okay, well then shit. But you know what? So we get the double dip sometimes, you know.
That's what they try to do. But
you know what?
Go ahead, what you think? Because then you got your man Seventh Heaven out here and all different other people out here doing different raping ass shit, and they still out here living and not being convicted of shit. But then you got my nigga friend right here who was my man, Bill Cosby, in his goddamn 80s, and you want to try to send this man to prison after he done paid your black or white ass off.
Yeah, it's like you kind of can't do
up
both.
With that?
But I mean, I don't know. I sometimes I try to set myself into the victim situation. You know, what would I want? And this is the thing, people. Everybody want to take a payoff. Everybody want that shmoney. But let me tell you this. Hold on, though. Money always runs out. Money is something that you get and you spend it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You spend the money. Like, who knows what the fuck happened to the money and all of that other stuff. So They might have spent that money and said, hey, that shit ain't do that much for my life and I'm ready to, you know, but I still have the scars and I needed to be publicly recognized. Or maybe they still thought he was out there doing something else with his little dick. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Even at 80, maybe he was doing something. But they also have a report that some of the Suga Honey Iced Tea for him is also not just the jail time, not just a conviction, not all of that, but also that they've taken him and his name off the Hall of Fame. So
yeah. And they stopped running but that's crazy.
The reruns. We need those Cosby reruns.
What the fuck?
We need.
Why you gonna make the world suffer because of what these motherfuckers did? I like watching the rerun shows.
Yeah.
That shit comes on every television, even if you don't have cable.
Like, we like to watch the reruns. That was a thing.
That wasn't there. Like now you penalizing the people.
Yeah.
And I bet to not see 7 fucking Heaven come on again.
She real mad about 7 Heaven.
I just don't
but we need to get into this because the producer keep on telling us what time we got and all this other stuff, and I'm not hearing none of that shit. I'm sorry.
She got 4 fingers up.
Okay, yeah, but we gonna need like 20 minutes to talk about this bullshit here. And no, I'm not serious. We're not gonna do 20 minutes, but we are gonna run through the rest of our segments. But we need to talk about this Kanye shit.
Ooh.
I just can't. This is and this is my thing, guys. We can be brief as we speak on this subject.
Because you know why we can be brief? Because he's going to say some more shit tomorrow.
He's going to say some more shit tomorrow. I think we talked about him enough.
Yeah.
We talked about him on the last show. We was questioning whether or not it was a mental illness situation. We were saying, oh, well, you know, he is a little genius. He's a mastermind at something. So it's quite possible that he's doing this for publicity.
He's a nigga.
But just recently, if you guys did not know, I'm not sure what rock you've been under if you don't know, but if you did not know, he's gone on record. He was on TMZ running his mouth and had the nerve to say that he thought the 400 years of slavery
wasn't an option.
A choice.
A choice
was his word.
This nigga is not a nigga.
He's not stable. He's
Kim Kardashian
has warped your mind.
Look here, motherfucker. And you ain't even white, girl.
And if you what?
Kim Kardashian ain't white.
Something else. But if you want people to stop blaming you, Kim, I'm gonna need you to stop backing his ass because
it's time to call it.
Remember that quote that you said last week? You were saying she was standing by her man, and I was like, oh, well, that's cute.
And your man,
oh, that's cute. She's standing behind her man.
Now it's time to
and
stop.
I think her quote had something to do with the fact that, oh, well, he's just saying things and. You know, you guys are attacking him, but you know, soon in a couple of years, like he's ahead of his time, and in a couple of years, somebody else is going to say the things that he says, and they're not going to get that much backlash. Bitch, there is no way anybody is going to say that. Nobody else in their right fucking mind, and whoever it is out there who's saying, "Oh yeah, he's right about that," your ass needs to go check your history as well. Get yourself off this fucking social media and bury yourself in a book and check it out because slavery was not a choice that we made. There was a choice. Girl, child, I am spitting all over Eb Deceleb.
Let me tell you, darn.
I am mad. Like
that's crazy
I'm
shit.
Sorry. But no, that is crazy.
Honestly, the fucked up shit is what you don't even understand is not only are you disrespecting your own race, you're disrespecting every minority out there, my man. Like you have disrespected people that came before you. You've disrespected everybody and you've belittled the entire situation. You know what I mean? Like you have done worse than the white people. Yeah.
How did you fucking do that? There is not a Caucasian.
Like at first I was like, okay, Kanye's doing, but when you said that shit, my man.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I can't even call you my nigga no more. Because you're not my nigga. You my enemy, kid. If I see you on these streets, I'm gonna swing on you.
You want to swing on them?
I'm
You'll
gonna
be like, Kanye, can I get a? She gonna think she want to autograph, and she coming to slap with powder.
Slap that I
she wants some powder.
And
Actually, I'm sorry. Can I just say this to our producer real quick because our timer, we have been on Facebook Live. It is 53 seconds, so we have 7 minutes, and that's all I want to say. We have this time. Get into it. Okay. So, yeah, you can come and check that baby. I love Facebook Live. Y'all got a timer. Our producer trying to take us all the way off.
Oh, my God. Where is the producer? Boy. Ooh. Knock. Jesus. Knock. I mean that. Knock. I mean, darn. I mean, this show, y'all, we go to battle for this show. Well, let me say, tell me what you won't do for the show.
Oh, tell me what you won't do
for the show.
I shake the titties for the show.
Okay, wait, turn on the beat.
I shake the booty for the show.
Hey, can you turn the beat
I curse the producer for the show. I told that nigga no for the show. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, we kind of went in on this whole little Kanye thing. And again, like I said, I know you guys have been talking about this all over social media for the last 2 days. That's all I could hear today, people talking about this situation. I don't really want to give him any more of my energy. But just to put it out there, guys, check your history.
Please do.
Figure out what you're talking about before you open your mouth.
And you know what?
That's why I was about to talk about this whole speech situation and freedom of speech. But some people need
have a
muzzle.
I'm a Snapchat that ass.
And check out that video when the little brother from TMZ clapped back. Clap. And you guys, as soon as you get off SipsTea the Show, you can check out that because he definitely did a little clap back. And I think it was completely poised and completely appropriate. And Leo and that was his choice. And let Kanye take that, my nigga. Okay? Because sometimes we need to talk about these things in reference to not because it's celebrities, but you're supposed to be using your platform and your power for something positive, but to completely just detract from like our years of slavery. Come on now, bro.
Exactly.
Are you that far removed from the struggle that you would actually discount things that happened to us 400 years ago? Let's leave it there.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find him a prophecy or whatever you call them, people that can go back and speak to dead people and go and speak to his damn mama. Ooh. And so that damn mama can come up from her damn grave and slap some sense into this. I can't even call you my nigga.
He needs like a butt whipping.
Slap some shit into your mind because you tripping, my man.
But let's get into affinity.
Producer, we getting through this show.
Yes, we're getting through this show. Let's bring it back to some love. Let's bring it back to some love.
What you got?
And we're going to go to our affinity segment, okay? And we need to talk about, our partners and how important it is to have someone in your life that is vested and invested.
When it's right, because Kim needs to sit down.
Yeah, Kim needs to sit down. Yes, that's a good segue because Kim, baby, now we about to blame your ass.
Yeah.
We about to blame your ass for the actions of Kanye because you have supported him to the ends of the earth, which you should do. But now you need to sit him down in the corner and say, baby, never go on TV and say that again. You can say that to me and my mama and we will talk about it, kiki kaka, but don't you ever say that on TV again. I don't care if that's how you feel. Don't you ever let it come out your motherfucking mouth. And that's exactly how she should say it. Okay. But so affinity. And you guys actually chime in on this. Where are you at? Okay, chime in on this, guys, though. Chime in on this. Do you think, or how important, is it important for your partner, if you are in a relationship, is it important for your partner to be invested in the things that you do, the things that make you happy, the things that your goals and dreams? Do you think it's important for your partner to be involved in that? And if so, how much?
I think for me, I think it is important for your partner because at the end of the day, if that's somebody who you see yourself being with, they're going to be a part of the success. Yeah. But however, you cannot be a part of the success if you're not a part of the journey.
Right.
So you have to be, both of them go hand in hand with each other.
But that happens so often. Everybody wants to be a part of the end product, but you don't want to be a part of the struggle, the build. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to the top of the mountain, you like, this shit ain't happen. Just you know what I'm saying?
Nigga like me will look at you like, where you going?
Right.
I'm going here. Where you going?
Yeah.
I went through this by myself. Where the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's definitely important. However, there is a line where you wouldn't want a person to, they don't have to share, just because, say for instance, you might love basketball doesn't mean I have to love basketball, but I will watch it with you. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not looking for someone who is oh, this is, we can do it together. This is, unless, you know, you get in a relationship where that person and you have the same interest.
Goals and interests and things like that.
But
right.
the goal still is
that makes it so much easier.
It makes it easier, but the goal should never be like questioned where it's the, hey, you're trying to get there. Let me see how I can help you get there. Right. Let me do the support. Let me do what I can.
Support.
The support goes along with it. For me, support for me, it can never be questioned.
Yeah.
If you do not support what I'm doing, you in return disrespect me as a person.
Oh, wow.
And that's just for me.
Oh, wow.
And so that's how deep I go with it. I'm not telling anyone to say, oh, yeah, I'm into radio, so I'm into doing the shows, or I'm into doing photography. No, I'm not a photography. However, I will support you. I will I'll buy you the camera.
Well, Eb Deceleb, I know she was like, yeah, let me get you the camera.
You know me.
She gonna get you the camera. Then she gonna find people for you to shoot.
Exactly.
She'll be like, well, now I know this model and that model and that model. And then, you know what? I actually set you up for an engagement to do professional shoots at and you sitting there like, wait a minute, I wasn't ready for all of that. But yes, and that's one thing I love about Eb Deceleb. She will. Lord Jesus, I have to pull it out the clouds sometimes, but that is the important thing, because sometimes you're scared to take flight yourself, and she will push you to take flight. She say, "Hey, you said you want to do this. Let's do it." You know, and so I'm
not into the whole photography, but let me buy you the camera.
Yeah, let's see. But no, you don't stop there. You let me buy you the camera. You done found the model. You done got them a gig. I know you. She doesn't stop it.
All about.
She's like, now that you have the equipment, let me set you up and let me do this and let me do that. And you sitting there like, I don't even know how to push the click button yet, but I'll figure it out. So get on board. You know, be a part of that. And you know,
what do you think?
I kind of feel like, and then, you know, I have differing views all the time. I'm a Gemini, so I'm fucking random. But for the most part, like, my original thought was, you know, I carried all things. Like, I came in by myself, I'm gonna go out by myself. I have certain responsibilities in my life, and I'm sure this other person has responsibilities in their life. So far be it for me to make you interested in something that, you know, would have interest me. But I do think it's very important that you, like, if you have a partner, they support what it is that you're doing. But this is the thing, you know, my thing has always been, you know, maybe I'm an extrovert and I've dealt with a lot of introverts. But if you say, hey, you want to go out to the club, you like the club, you like to do this, you like to do that, you go do it. Like, encourage me to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure I'm getting up to go do it, because sometimes that's some work in and of itself. But if you encouraging me to go do what it is that is a part of me, then I still fucks with you. However, you know, moving on to, you know, later relationships in my life, I realized that the level of support is different. And when you have somebody that supports you a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, it feels better. So, you know, you can't necessarily blame somebody for not being interested in what you're interested in. But at the same time, every relationship is about give and take. You don't get everything that you want, and you can't take everything that you want. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's kind of like a little give and take thing, you know, and I am always still to each his own. And I'm not about to sit and wait for nobody to like get on fucking board. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working at the top of that mountain. But you gain respect from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you do you. You know what I mean? So if your thing is not to support me in these kind of ways, because I can't wait for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't fucking support me, I don't give a fuck. I gotta go. You know, I gotta do my thing. You know what I'm saying? You might be there for something completely and so different, and you're not grown enough to support me like you should, because that's part of a relationship. But I gotta go and do me. You know what I'm saying? But you get my respect. And I think the biggest thing about relationships is respect. Respect for another person. Like, you know, you're not gonna always like your partner, but if you can respect that person, it cuts out of a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I can't cheat on a person that I respect. I can't, discount a person that I respect.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That respect piece is so
important. It's so important.
It will let you know the validity.
You right, girl. You can it. The validity.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it will let you know. Like, for me, like, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Respect goes a long way. It will let me know, and respect, support, all that goes a long way for me, because I would never put out there something. I would never ask the person to do something I wouldn't do.
Right. Absolutely
that's just not me.
And we're all different people, but again, if you want my respect, you do certain things, So that's on you, and I'm gonna leave it. I will leave it there. But again, I think respect is a very important thing in a relationship, and I think that investments in or being invested in your partners or whatever it is, just like you said, football you don't fucking like. I don't care. Or basketball, whatever sports, because
I'm not really in, but guess what? If you say, "Oh yeah, I would like to go to a basketball game," I might not be into it, but guess what? I'm about to take it.
Yeah,
because you into it,
and I will go and I will sit beside you, and I will give you that.
And I will read the board, and I will act, and I will,
and I will try to be into it, or you gonna teach me about this. We're gonna learn about this.
Yeah,
but let's okay. So we're about to have to wrap up the show, but we definitely want to get into this health and wellness. Let's talk about this detox tea really, really quickly, guys. My question to you, and you guys can chime in on this at a later date. But the question is, the weather is breaking.
Oh yeah,
I done seen you motherfuckers outside. I done seen you.
And guess who got a bike?
Yes, I did, baby girl.
And now we both got bikes.
I got a bike.
Now there's no excuse.
So you might not catch me in the Uber. You might just see my ass. Don't hit me, because I don't have a helmet yet, bitch.
We don't have helmets.
But you might catch me on the street. If you see, I should get like a SipsTea little thing to put on my bike. But yeah, don't hit me, please don't hit us. Like, seriously,
we're just trying to get
you
to
see my
gym.
Motherfucking 5'11" ass on a bike. Please respect that. Respect that I'm trying to fucking work it out, okay? It's not necessarily, I want to lose some weight, but it's not necessarily about that. It's about being healthy. I'm trying to be here and kind of keep it cute for a little bit longer. But like, yes, please don't fucking hit our asses. Like, stop your cars. Stop your cars.
Yeah, like, what's up, SipsTea?
Yes, exactly. Look, we'd be like trying to hold the bike. Yeah.
What's up, SipsTea? What's going?
And we're gonna be like, it's your cup full. Fuck around and fall, but that's okay as long as it's cute. But yeah, so just think about that. So it's trying to increase things that might make you well and have your health and all this other stuff. All right, 3 minutes for crying out loud. For crying out loud. So yeah, we're trying, but we just want to say, think about this, guys. 30 minutes a day. The health guidelines say try to get 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes of walking. And the question is, how hard is it?
You gotta get on them bikes.
That's what I'm saying.
Get on the bike with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I was supposed to go Monday, y'all, but my dog.
Look at my head bobbling.
Look, my dog was going through some stuff, but guess what? We're gonna get on the bikes and videotape me on the bike.
Yeah, I want to videotape. We're gonna do some footage on the bike. We're gonna do some footage on the bike.
Okay.
You know, bitch, gonna do it when they got some footage, when it's time to take a picture.
Yeah, for the bike.
Some health and wellness. So we're gonna detox.
All for the weight.
So our detox tea about the health and wellness and everything like that is to try to actually get started. And what is it that precludes you? What stops you from doing that 30 minutes a day? How easy is it?
Food.
Because when you say it, it does not sound like a lot. It's like, okay, 30 minutes a day, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? That's
sleep.
That's
food.
Sleep and eating and jobs and da. But once you identify what it is that's keeping you from doing the 30 minutes, you can actually try to work around how to, get over that barrier. So y'all, chime in, like text us, send us messages about what it is that stops you from actually doing just the bare ass minimum. Because actually, folks, that is the bare ass minimum, like 30 minutes a day. What stops you?
Speaking, we actually have 60 seconds left to go.
Yeah. So
if I see that one finger, I know
I will have to fucking break it, and I like that finger. You know what I mean? So. Shut up. Just leave it be. Okay. But we're going to have to... What? Oh, my God.
She said she liked that
Can
finger.
I just like your fingers?
My God. What is your cup?
Look at them fingers. They so bright.
No.
So, I mean, those fingers, you know, set up all this motherfucking equipment. Hello.
Okay.
It don't even have to be Sasha.
All right, but no, you guys, thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in. Yes.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I can do it because I'm excited.
I'm going to wrap you up.
Wrap me, yeah.
Wrap you up.
But thank you guys for tuning in to SipsTea the Show. Tune in next Wednesday. We're going to come back to you guys live. Hopefully join us on Facebook Live at SipsTea the Show, on Instagram at SipsTea the Show, on YouTube Live. Thank you guys for tuning in there. And definitely, if you guys are on Facebook, you hitting us up in the T spot. And remember, we're eventually going to move to YouTube. So, like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way, you actually get the notification of when we go live. So when we on CPT time, and we ain't get on there at 8 o'clock exactly, you can see exactly when we're coming on. But yes, thank you for tuning in. We love you guys. We about to have some music. What? Now she's doing all kinds of hand signals. I don't even understand what. Like, name is DC Gutter. Oh, so the music that you're hearing, guys, our outro right now is DC Gutter. Gutter. Shout out to you for this music.
That's real music back in the day.
Yes. So if you guys listen and pay attention, you can hearing a lot of original shit that you're going to hear on SipsTea the Show only. Or now, you probably hear them if you know these people. You might hear it then. But it's not these. You know, we had little amigos, but we had to give you a little pop for that shit. But other than that, it's original shit. Shout out to the DVCINC for producing our show as always, you know, for being here in the trenches with us each and every week. Shout out to you guys who are super, super special and important to us for tuning in. And like, comment, subscribe, share. I want to be like a good like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's be really creepy. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And sip your tea. Make sure your cup is full at all times.
And go look and see what they're saying about blue ice cream.
Oh, damn it. That baby.
Kids are off money.
But I just wonder when she gets older, is she going to be the fuck terrible? Because you know, sometimes these kids that have so much, they end up being the fuck terrible when they get older. Let her live her best life.
Girl, let her. One time she got some pain.
Oh my God. Leave the babies alone. Stop speculating about whether somebody's little ass child is going to be gay or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think kids are off money.
Yeah, because they don't know what the hell they're going to be. But if you want to know what our opinion is, you know, I'm a big lesbian. If you want to know what my gaydar is feeling, you can just text me, you know. Hit me up in my inbox about certain things and I'll let you know. But I think that they need to be over 13 for me. Yeah. I'm not saying children that are over 13. Fuck that, okay? Because nobody decides anything. Okay. DC Gutter shouts out Trayvon Martin.
All right, y'all.
But there's so much to talk about, so imposters.
Next week we're going to talk because the nigga about to go to sleep.
Yeah. Right. Doesn't look creepy. Subscribe. Share.
It is up to us to break the chain. He got to break the cycle. He got to rise up as the people.
That's why I'm in Eb Deceleb's brain and she doesn't even know it. I'll be like, she come in here, we say the same damn thing. And I'm like, I thought about that already.
Okay.
I think they're about to take us out.
All right,
or whatever.
Bye-bye.
Or whatever. Yeah, if you brew your tea, hit us up. Up. Goodbye. Yes, you have to take us off from YouTube.
You just want to be.
She always got to have her cameo. Oh my God.
You just want to be on. Come on.
Why the hell you ain't just next week? If we don't have our guest, she's gonna have to. Yeah, she's gonna have to get on here.
Before.
Really? You forced us to go offline. You rushed us.
I have to have my minute.